Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, the Pick Fed. We are about to have hardcore action for you. As you can see, all the weapons draped throughout the ring, ladders at the top of the entrance stage, and here comes the Sandman. Folks, of course, I'm joined here, as always, by Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler.
When you've got the superstars of Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling, you know that every show's going to be a great one.
No doubt about it, King. We are fired up for the
Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling
superstars, and I know they're going to return the favor here tonight.
And the Sandman is one of the 4 competitors who will be competing for the Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling Hardcore Championship here tonight.
Introducing first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in tonight at 240 pounds, the Sandman.
I don't see how anyone can admire the Sandman. He's a foul-mouthed, beer-swilling, blue-collar redneck.
A former ECW heavyweight champion, now looking to cement his legacy as one of the most hardcore men here on the Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling brand. And as you can tell, he is truthfully a fan favorite coming in through all of these people.
I think I figured out why these fans love the Sandman. He's a beer-swilling idiot, just like most of them.
You might be right, but I have to wonder if the risk is worth the reward.
How does a man wrestle when he is as drunk as the Sandman? I don't know if I really understand that. You know, a man who has so much alcohol flowing through his blood like the Sandman. I don't know. I don't really get it.
He's always drinking.
You know, how do you wrestle seeing double?
Sandman's either got a beer in one hand and a Singapore cane in the other.
Well, JR, you know all about the Sandman. I mean, look at this guy. He's a former construction worker.
And now here comes one of his opponents, another legend in the hardcore wrestling world. In fact, some would say the legend in the hardcore wrestling world, Terry Funk. There he is.
And introducing the opponents, from the Double Cross ranks in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 260 pounds, Terry Funk.
Truthfully, the man is Texas tough, Texas built.
I hope these fans appreciate the opportunity to see Terry Funk in action here tonight. If there's a hell that Terry Funk won't put himself through to get a win, I've yet to see it.
Middle-aged and crazy is Terry Funk. And now, oh my God, honestly, probably one of the sickest men in this match. Some would say a modern-day version of a lot of the men who are going to be in this Fatal 4-Way. Jon Moxley, this man is almost like a street dog.
That music can mean only one man and one man only. The incomparable Mox.
And introducing the
Jon
opponents,
Moxley.
from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in tonight at 225 pounds, Jon Moxley.
I tell you, Jon Moxley has never looked better. I had a very short conversation with him. He is in a great frame of mind, knowing he's going into what could be a trip to the hospital. This is going to be ugly, folks. We're just telling you. Don't expect a great wrestling match.
Of all of Mick Foley's personas, Cactus Jack is by far the most dangerous and depraved of them all.
And introducing the opponents, weighing 287 pounds, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Cactus Jack.
No question, JR. Something happens to Foley when he becomes Cactus Jack. He sure isn't a children's book author anymore, that's for sure.
He certainly isn't. The only stories Cactus Jack has written are written in blood on canvases from here to Japan.
And he doesn't care if it's his blood or his opponent's.
Oh, and look at the Sandman wielding that kendo stick. Goes to swing it at Jon Moxley, my God. Swinging it like a baseball bat. The Sandman has always been known for swinging that thing around. And look at Cactus Jack just scraping Terry Funk's face right off of the barbed wire wrapped around his own body.
But Sandman has much in trouble on the outside.
He could go crashing through that table.
Jon Moxley. Oh, almost there.
A pile driver crashing into that table would have been his ticket to that championship.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
Oh, suplex on the floor.
Wow! If he keeps this up, this could be over quick.
And now look at the Sandman. Oh, but Jon Moxley with one even bigger. The Sandman has a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire, but look at Moxley with that 2x4 covered in nails, and he's scraping it on the face of the Sandman. My God. This is disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. This is not for the faint of heart. The Crimson masks just being dished out, and oh no. Cactus Jack taking that exploding barbed wire board and bringing it to the outside.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
He does not want to meet that barbed wire. Or maybe he does. Bulldog into that exploding barbed wire.
Did you see that? Would you look at that?
Cactus Jack going face first into not just fire, but barbed wire as well.
Funk will take the fight to Cactus Jack all night long.
And now Jon Moxley going right after the Sandman, but the Sandman giving him some as well. The Sandman now got Jon Moxley, punching him in the corner, and he's trying to get him in this precarious situation, getting him on the top rope. Jon Moxley in trouble here with that barbed wire board in the center of the ring.
Sandman can't possibly be thinking about that Hurricane Rana from the top rope. My God! Hurricane Rana from the top rope signature by Sandman. The back of Jon Moxley's head hitting that barbed wire board. This is disgusting, folks.
And now Cactus Jack has Terry Funk across that table. Oh no, Cactus Jack, is he thinking? Headed up to the apron. Oh no. Look out here, now to the second rope.
Cactus Jack trying to end this one early, bringing up the wood.
Diving elbow through the table there by Cactus Jack.
Oh my gosh! He just drove his opponent straight through that table.
He put his opponent through that table with authority.
Cactus Jack is a sick and demented human being. My God.
But what in the world is this that the Sandman is coming out with?
No! Not the chair! Not the chair! My God! Can you imagine the impact of that chair on the human body?
Look out! He's going crazy with that chair.
But now, Cactus Jack in the ring being met with a cutter there. Cutter by Jon Moxley right into that barbed wire board. Moxley with the knee, but no, Jack able to get out of it, but not for long with that back suplex.
Look out! That barbed wire's bad news.
Oh man! I can't even imagine the pain inflicted by that barbed wire.
Moxley has a light tube. Funk could be in trouble here.
Do something quick! He's all fired up now, King.
But no, Terry Funk grabbed the light tube.
No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Wow! Did you see the way that light bulb just exploded?
I sure did, King. This one's turned downright nasty.
Cactus Jack staying right on top of Terry Funk with these punches to the face. Terry Funk covered in blood at this point, just drenched in it. And that knee to the face there of Terry Funk.
If I could borrow one of your lines, business is picking up.
This isn't business, King. That's a human being in there, and he's in bad shape now.
Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
Oh no! It looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
There's so much blood, the Red Cross ought to be sponsoring this one.
Terry Funk taking the Sandman on top of that barbed wire structure, giving him a couple punches now. What could Terry Funk be possibly going for as he's going up the ladder? Oh no, that's a very tall ladder, folks. The Sandman moved. I don't think Funk noticed. Moonsault on that barbed wire. My God.
These superstars are totally out of control, Bryce. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Somebody's got to get him out of it, and I think Sandman, Sandman getting him out of that barbed wire. Only to put him right back into it with that DDT.
Barbed wire against a human body. What carnage.
But now Jack getting ready to pile drive Jon Moxley. No. Oh, no. Air raid. Crash right onto that cinder block.
My God, he's tearing his opponent apart.
Oh, man. You don't just shake off barbed wire, JR.
Double underhook could be going for it, but no. Cactus Jack rolled through, double arm DDT. And that could be it, but look at the Sandman quickly to the top. That Swanton Bomb, signature Swanton Bomb of the Sandman, and now...
Oh man, don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
The Sandman realized that Cactus Jack had this thing,
My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Oh, and he's showing them off to all the people here.
Here we go. Pile driver. Oh my gosh.
And that could be it. 1, 2, there we go. The Sandman, the first ever tapped out to pro wrestling hardcore champion.
Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't kick out.
I thought we might see a kick out there, but it was not to be.
No way, JR. The damage had been done, and there was nothing left in the tank to break the pin with.
Well, whether you like it or not, there's no arguing with the referee's decision.
Well,
that was what you call a real slobber knocker.
No, that's what you call a real slobber knocker, JR.
Every man looking like they just got out of a car crash. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, your first tapped out to pro wrestling hardcore champion, now the Sandman, and hopefully going to be a defending champion. I would love to see this man defend this championship. Who knows, maybe even every week. Wow, but ladies and gentlemen, Cactus Jack getting back to his feet, cannot believe it. Thank you all for joining us for this tapped out to pro wrestling hardcore championship match. The Sandman is your first ever tapped out to pro wrestling hardcore champion.
Yes, I came here all the way from my home in Greenwich, expecting to be one of the men chosen to work for the Workhorse Championship. But after getting in my gear, which always takes long preparation and concentration, that now I just wasted. Teddy Long tells me I'm not even wrestling tonight. He deprives you people of seeing the game, as well as depriving me my opportunity for the title. But that's fine. I'll just take the route Rick Rude did on Bischoff's show. If you don't believe I'm a workhorse, even after the hours I've put on the road, the miles I've put on my body, and the sacrifices I've made to my body for you people, then I'll just have to take what I believe is rightfully mine. Because if anyone is a workhorse, it's the cerebral assassin, the king of kings, the guy who is truthfully that damn good.
Well, hell, Triple H, all I'm doing is hearing a lot of moaning and complaining about why you don't have a spot that you believe you deserve. But you haven't even worked for it yet. None of us have. We all just started here, and you think you just deserve a shot in a championship that nobody even has yet. Oh, son, I've been walking around here all day, and Teddy Long hasn't given me one look, and I haven't been mad about it. I've been sitting over here drinking my beer happy as a daisy. I don't give a damn if he gives me a shot at all today, because I'm going to get my hands on that championship one way or another. Teddy Long doesn't have to give me a shot. I'll give myself a shot.
Well, why the hell aren't you mad, Austin? I mean, come on. We've given our lives to this business, and they give guys like Punk a chance. Sing Samuel Joe. Kane. I mean, come on, Bryan Danielson.
Well, shit, son, they did something that you didn't do. They got the opportunity that you wanted. And now you're sitting here and crying about it instead of fighting for it. Like they did. They fought for that opportunity to get the shot to go for the championship. They fought for their spot to go for that title, while you're sitting here complaining about it. And I'll tell you what, I did something about it. I did something about my opportunity being taken away from me. I went and I talked to Teddy Long, and he's given me an opportunity next week in a one-on-one match. In fact, whoever wins that championship has to go against the winner of whoever I face in that one-on-one match. And the man I'm going to be facing is the cerebral assassin, Triple H, the game. So I just gave you your opportunity that you're sitting here crying for. I believe a thank you is in order, and I believe that I'm going to be waiting for a six-pack that should be out in front of my dressing room door. So thank you very much, and goodbye, Triple H. I'll see you next week.